Hi, my name is Steve Stine from guitarzoom.com, and today we're going to be learning how to read a guitar chord diagram. So by the end of this video, you're going to be able to read these and you can start memorizing chords that you need for the songs that you want to play. All right? So the first thing to understand is that your chord diagram consists of an X and a Y axis. So this way, and vertical and horizontal. And basically what's happening is this chart is going to try, or this graph is going to try and show you the strings and the frets on the guitar. So, for instance, we know that the strings run this way. This is the sixth string, or the thickest string. This is the first string, or the thinnest string. And then we have the metal bars that run this way across the guitar. These are called fret wires, or we call them frets, okay? So when you're looking at the graph, what's happening is you're literally looking at the guitar out in front of you like this. So the strings are running up and down with the sixth string on this side and the first string on this side. And then you've got your frets that are running this direction, okay? So as you look at the graph, or the chord chart, whatever you want to call it, okay, what you're going to see is the top of that chart is going to be the beginning of the guitar. It's going to be basically where the nut is, where the guitar begins, okay? So we're looking at this graph and it's telling us two things. It's telling us what string to press on and which fret we're going to be pressing in. So for instance, if we wanted to play this note right here, we'd be pressing on the first string at the first fret. And you're also going to see a number on there, and that number is referring to the finger. Now sometimes when you read charts or graphs, they won't have the numbers on there. They'll just have dots, okay? So you'll see, for instance, a black dot, and that black dot, again, the color could change, but you're going to see that dot and it will tell you, hey, you need to press here. But there are many times that you'll see the dot and it'll actually have a number written. So this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, and this would be 4. So if I was pressing right here, okay, that means I'd be pressing with my first finger on the first string at the first fret. And you'd see that dot and it would have a 1 in it. Okay? Now let's take a chord, for instance. Let's say we were learning how to play a full chord. So I wanted to learn how to play the A major chord. So with this A major chord, what I'm doing is I'm using 1, 2, and 3, and I'm pressing on the fourth string, the third string, and the second string, and they're all in the second fret. So when you look at the chart or the graph, it's going to show you 1, 2, and 3, or maybe they're just dots, right? And then you'd have to make an assessment on which fingers that you'd want to use. It's always easier if there's numbers written there, but that isn't always the case. Now that I think about it, sometimes the numbers will just be written on there and there'll be no dot. It'll just say 1, 2, and 3. Like when I used to do this for students, I would just write out the numbers on the fret, on the string, so they could see what I was doing. But again, just be aware there's a couple different ways that you can see this. But here's the big thing, is that the fifth string and the first string are going to have little O's written, okay, which means that you can strum those even though you're not pressing on the string. And the sixth string is going to have an X written above it, okay, which means you don't want to strum that string. The X means don't strum it. Now, you might accidentally strum it because you're a human being, but we don't want to strum it. Where the O's mean, hey, we're not pressing on these strings, but we still want to strum those. And then, of course, we've got the 3 strings that we're pushing on, which then gives us this A chord. All right? So remember, you're dealing with strings moving up and down the guitar this way, with 6th string on this side, 1st string on this side, thick string on this side, thin on this string, or this side, excuse me. And then you've got your frets that are running this way. And then you've got your fingers numbered, or dots on the guitar that are telling you where you need to put your fingers. What string, what fret. Okay? And then you've got the X's and O's. The X means don't play it. The O means you can play it, but you're not pressing on that string. All right, hopefully that helps you and makes sense to you, and good luck with your guitar playing. Thank you for watching this video. If you're enjoying this video and you'd like to support the channel so we can continue to bring you more free content, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications and let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you'd like more in-depth training and courses, go to guitarzoom.com and get started for free today.